Hi, today we're going to be working with Sculpey. So I am going to show you, the first thing is we all received one of these. So cut it up in pieces. It's very hard at the beginning, but it reacts very well to body heat. So very quickly you will end up with very malleable pieces of Sculpey. Put them together and try and start pressing them with your fingers, or if you have a rolling pin, that also works very well. And try to make it as the thickness as much as similar all around as possible. And then you end up with a slab. I think you will have enough for both, for 2 slabs. Then today I'm going to make a bell pepper. So I am going to start with foil and make a very, very rough armature. The size of the pepper that I want, the size that I want the pepper to be. Then I'm going to take the slab and I am going to cover as much as I can the form that I have made. When you have a seam or toque, you need to make sure with your tool, and this tool looks like a finger, the tip of a finger, you need to make sure that you fuse it properly, because anything that is not fused very well will crack in the oven. I am then going to cut what I have here, and I'm going to do this. Your fingers are fabulous tools. And then I'll do the same down here. And again, there's and then I'll take that off, and then I'll make sure that I can stand it. And now it does not look like a bell pepper, but it will eventually. First, I have to make an indentation in the middle for the stem. Then I have to start maybe using my fingers to figure out where I'm going to have those delicious cheeks that bell peppers have. And then with my Sculpey, I can start adding on top so that the cheeks start looking more like a bell pepper. And again, I cannot insist enough that your seams have to be very well fused. Okay, let's see. I think I'll leave this one thin, and this one, and then I'm going to make another big one here. and making it a little concave. So there is air in here because I shaped this one so that it's more concave than the other one, so that I can have more height. And then let's see, where else do I want? I don't want this to be. So this takes quite a while, and you need to be very patient with yourself. And if it doesn't work the first time, you just do it again. Take it off the foil, and you can start indenting there so that it does look like sort of a bell pepper. I Googled a bell pepper, and they usually have 5 sections. So this one has 4 sections. So I'm going to make a little section here. Just a little one. And I'm going to leave this one as the original section. And then with my fingers or with my tool, I can make those culverts that are between the bell pepper. Now I'm going to make the stem, and the stem is like a little star. Sort of. I don't know. I didn't check how many little pointies it had. But I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to again fuse some of them so that the thing doesn't pop off. If it does, not to worry, we can glue everything. That's the beauty of Sculpey, but it would be nicer if we did not have to. And then the stem is going to go in here. So I'm going to open a little bit of a placing for it. And I know that the stems have a bit of a knobby thing at the top. So I've got that. And then again with my tool, I am going to fuse the stem to whatever that's called. And I'm sorry, I will know tomorrow. My botanical knowledge for the day is spent. Now it's not finished. You can see that I have cracks here. So I will continue to do that, to smooth them out until I'm ready to bake it. You bake at 275. Your oven has to be at 275. Please place it on a piece of parchment paper, on a cookie sheet, so that you don't ruin your oven. And bake it for 15 minutes, and then open the oven, check. If it's hard, you can take it out and let it cool off. If it's a bit gooey, you need to keep it for another 5 minutes. Check. 5 minutes. Check.